Hello and welcome back to another Minecraft video. This is Hugo here and welcome to my tour of the Minecraft Bank. Now before we get started on the Minecraft Bank tour, I'd just like to let you know I haven't been posting recently. First of all, I've been on a Minecraft SMP, so I just was focusing on that. Also I've experienced some problems on my personal Minecraft world with villagers just randomly disappearing, and that's quite annoying. So enough of that, let's get on to the bank. Now the first stage in the bank, you need to select your bank account number, a bit like a debit card, and you just throw it in, run into the door because the door does not open again and you lose your bank account. And so now it's activated for me. As you can see, Monty's account is activated and I've got at least 1+ money in my account. Now ignore the second lamp. I could have made you have a block in between here, but it looks cleaner, and for reasons I can't make it, the redstone lamps go right next to each other. Ignore this for now, this is just my working out for signal strength. So, the first stage in any Minecraft bank is you need to buy some coins. Now so far coins are just paper, so I place them in here. This doesn't make you buy the coins. But buy coins, it goes in there, and if it detects you have coins, you then have the opportunity to buy them. So, all the other hoppers are locked, but as my account is on, my account hopper is not locked, so the coins will go into my little dropper. If I want to sell, the opposite happens. It dispenses out a coin, goes back to where the coins dispense out, and here is a diamond, which I can then buy again. And the diamonds go straight back into that hopper, which means I don't need to cycle them manually. I can also transfer coins to other people. Say I want to transfer a coin to Charlie. There you are. A coin will go to him. And again, look at that. Nice. Now, these lamps will come important now because this is the shop. Now, hopefully a bug doesn't appear on this because last time I tested this out, a bug did and I had to fix it. But say I want to buy a beacon. Now it's got a 1 in 9 chance because one of the items in the dropper is a beacon and the other 8 I think are glass. So that's how it works for a 9 diamond item. Click this button and the same system will happen for selling them. It will take one out of my account. And let's see what I've got in here. I just got a piece of glass. This mending book I think is from the one before. Yep, that mending book is just from another before test. See, I'll show you what that test purpose was for. And here, there's 15 pages in the book. And so each lamp is lit up for that particular page if it's got items. Now this one you can stack together, which is the reason for this excessive amount of repeaters. So I've got one more thing to show, and this is this. When you're finished with your account, you click the button, you can walk for this pressure plate just opens the door, and yoink. Now here you can mine. Select this person, which you can do. I've only done 3 accounts, so I haven't bothered to connect it up from Monty, because if these other 2 accounts are locked, then it will automatically go into this one anyway. And I'm not going to do any more accounts because I really can't be bothered. So say I want it to go to I'm forgetting how it looks. Is this on or off now? Okay, yeah. Say I want to go to Charlie, and then if you do this, I might make this harder at some point, but it's just to show off that you can mine for diamonds. As you can mine for diamonds, you can mine for coins. Similar to how the Bitcoin things work, but this is a lot easier. I just wanted to make something that wasn't AFKable. I'm sure you can just create systems, but equally, if you're going to hack into this, you could hack into everything, and you could break all of this as well. So, last thing, I've just got a keycard system, because if I was to build in survival, which I'm not because it took me 14 hours to do this, I've got a similar system for the main door, and I've also, because it's a staff entrance, you can just access all the redstone. Now let's have a look at some of the redstone. So when you put a key card in there, it travels down into this standard system. You probably already know, but I'll just give a brief explanation of how these work. Okay, 45, it gives off 2 outputs. When it gets to 46 items, it gives off a 3rd output, which goes into this and turns it off for just a brief second. So that's how it works, and also it's spread out, so none of the things can go in here. I think you can have other ways of making these small systems, but these are the best that I've found. It also, to open the door, this will turn off, so it detects that, and it needs to have a go in a pulse extender, which then goes all the way up to the door and into there. Quite nice. Yeah, I'm proud of that. And I've actually forgotten how it works, so I think, oh yeah, there's the redstone torch, I was looking for it. Now, the next part for the reset system, when you want to close your account, it goes down here, all the way down here, and into here, but the signal can only travel into here if this system is up. Wait a minute, no. What was I saying again? Yeah, this will turn off, allowing this to go on and off. But for that to turn off, you need this signal, which does it once, but to power it multiple times for as long as there are items in here, these all connect up here. But for as long as the items are in their system, it has a T flip-flop, so right now it's off, but then it's on, which means if there were items in here, this would be pushed up, meaning that items could then turn off this and allow the hopper clock to work, sending up these observers. So it automatically sends it out if you put an item, if you click the reset button anyway, but also clicking the reset button also what was it saying? Clicking the reset button, it also flips the T flip-flop, which empties out all of the items in case you put multiple bank account cards in it. And I've even got a system here just to remember. Another annoying thing I noticed is that if I was to have a redstone block here, it gets stuck and just go up and stay there for some reason, but I don't understand why that does that. Now these lines, they're just carrying the signal, so if there's a comparator output from that chest, then the redstone signal's carried forward through here, and it just unlocks or locks hoppers. Now for the dispensing systems, like buying items, transferring and selling, it pushes this up, and so when you want to buy an item, everything is turned on. So the way it works to do that individual hopper is just if this is pushed up. So if I want to buy an item, it will be my account, so this will be activated, it will push up and it can travel through, but it won't do that for anything else. If you're wondering about what happens if you click multiple accounts, it all works, none of the accounts contradict. And I just thought about trying to do a reset system if you put multiple accounts in, but first of all, I couldn't figure out how to do that. And second of all, if you have access to someone else's account card, you can probably just wreak havoc anyway. Also, you can wreak havoc anyway if this was on a survival world. Voice crack there. Okay, let's have a look at how many monies you have, or how many coins you have. Coins are just paper, by the way. And so this system works. I need to change this eventually because, as you can see here, it could reach here, but it won't reach there, so I just need to change some of the signage. I had to change it for here, but because I thought having some items is more important to know than, say, having specifically the difference between 85 and 45, the difference between 1 and 0 is more important. Because also, this circuit is tapped into by the buying items and selling coins circuit, because you can only sell coins or buy items if you have stuff to sell and buy with. Now when you sell the coin, it goes up here, flies around here, goes back down here, loops around here, and then it's just a matter of locking and unlocking. When it goes through here, if there's an item, this will detect it, turn on this hopper clock, and then it will dispense, because I don't want to have clocks on the running all the time. And then the coins will get stored in here, which is nice. And now for the buying items system, which is the most, and also, yeah, this requires on this system, it relies on there being diamonds in this chest, it relies on you clicking the button, and I think that's it, yeah. So that's how it works, to make sure you can't just click the button if there are no diamonds in the chest. The buying item system, this is the most complicated and it took the most time. Now, the general system of using the lectern, this is something I don't completely understand. I know if I have a lectern, the further the pages are, has a stronger signal output, but I'm not sure how the page number has been able to be determined by this. So if I turn onto page 2, the redstone torch will be here, but not here. The way it works is that this pushes up 2 blocks of sand, because of course I ran into some other problems. Or with sticky pistons, if I try and have them push 2 blocks, then try and push them down, then it messes everything up. So sand's useful. I've learnt that from today. So that way, when you send out a signal to buy the item, it can only travel through the one where the redstone has been pushed up, so here. Now, I went through lots of different systems of how to do it here. So I've got pulse extender, which means that this system goes round twice, so it has 4 loops, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then does it all again, which makes 8, and I think a wooden button pushing up an observer clock sends out 8 items. Now this system, this does it, but it does it for 2 stacks, so 128, but it doesn't have the pulse extender, so it's 4 times as long as this. I also worked out how to keep it going exactly, though I think it has a 4 tick gap where it retracts and then untracks, and then decided I could just use a pulse extender at the end. And this pulse extender, it spent ages timing it. I was mostly just doing that when I waited. But this pulse extender has, I think, 109 items. I think it dispenses 6 stacks and 1, but that's enough, and I don't think you can change it. Now you can only buy items. Well, you can still buy items even if there are no in the chest, but I think you need to know, and then you can just waste your money if you want to. So the bug I found before was this, because when there was an observer here, this one was powering the dropper when it was here. So just move the dropper down, had a comparative. So technically you could still buy some stuff even if it was there, but it's always good to have an extra supply of spare mending books, and it gives you a further warning if you're about to run out as well. But that's just an excuse for not doing it. Anyway, comparator turns it off, turns it on, turns it off, turns it on, and then I split it apart in here so I can use redstone to take it down, and it just loops round. So that's the bank. Oh, and the mine is pretty simple. It's just, it only sends out a pulse when all 3 are off. So that's what, and I've done a wood stone buttons so the pulse is less. So that's the basic system of my bank. I hope you enjoyed looking at my video. I spent quite a while on this, 14 hours, so I'm really proud of what I've done. So thank you. This has been Hugo. End of video. Bye.